Hello everyone and welcome back to one of my videos. I hope you have enjoyed some of the videos I have already posted. And in today's video, I like to explain to you a little bit more about what are the type of personalities we can find out there usually at work, on a project, even at school or at university, college, wherever have been working or you are currently working with people, you might have faced some communication problems. Therefore, it is always good to understand what are the type of personalities we might have out of there. And I'm sure that you might have heard a lot of type of personalities. There are a lot of tests out of there. However, in today's video, I'd like to share with you a little bit more about these four type of personalities. The first one is fire, earth, earth, and water. And depending on which personality you're speaking to, that's the approach you need to follow. Let me clarify a little bit more about this with this mapping I have here. So you will have fire people, and let me place this. This has no specific order, so no worries about that. We have as well air people. We have earth people. Let me place it here. And we also have water people. This is really common. So a person will tend to be more on one of these four sides, or even you can have a combination. What it's usual, it's to have a combination between earth and water. For example, they are very similar, and on the other hand, you can have fire and earth as well, or fires and water, or earth and earth as well. This depends on how balanced or how you are as a person. There's no like a definition. However, what it's important to understand that there might be a lot of people, or there might be many people who tend to be one side of these four more developed than the other ones. So which means that you would tend to be more fire, you tend to be more earth, or you tend to be more water, for example. Let's describe a little bit more about this. Well, first, let's start for water people. Water people tend to be a little bit more calm. They are very emotional. They tend to empathize a lot with other people. This is the type of personality when we have within our group that tends to talk a little bit more on in regards of speaking with heart emotions. They tend to calm when there's like a lot of turbulence within a project or everything in between. This is very nice to have, I will say. Then we have earth people. Earth people tend to be a little bit serious, but they really love to be surrounded by other people. However, one thing that's important with earth people is they love evidence. So when you're speaking with them regarding something, regarding a project or a task they have to do, they need evidence on that. They need clearance as well, or they need to have clear idea on what are you looking for. They also need to have verified sources from where you are getting that information and everything in between. Then we have earth people. So earth people, I will say these guys are one of the tough ones because they really love results. They are the type of people who are really results orientated. They are very straightforward when it comes to fact, kind of very similar to earth people, but they are more straight, they are more serious, and they are firm in their decision. This is very common among leaders and managers that they need to, or they tend to be more on the earth side rather than the rest, because it's needed when it comes to getting results. And finally, last but not least, we have fire people. Well, fire people are very optimistic. They really love possibilities. Hello back. I'm sorry my cam went off the last time. But however, we were speaking on the fire people possibilities. They also are very extrovert people. They really like to be surrounded by people. They also love possibilities. They are the ones who likes to think about a better future and everything in between. So now that you have identified this type of personalities within a group of people, a project, whatever you want to call. So let's talk about what's the best approach for them when you're working with these people. For example, for earth people, you always need to be able to be specific with your ideas, provide numbers, evidence, and sources. That's important for them. For fire people, it's always important to be flexible with them, also, as it mentions here, let them be creative. That's also very important for them. They really love to be creative, but don't forget to give them limits or put them some limits, because otherwise they can go far away. So that's important. For water people, it's always good to have listen to them. It's always good to listen to them, let them work in the tasks that involve a lot of teamwork. Also, let them be, when it comes to speaking with people, they are very good at people skills, so therefore that will help to you a lot. And for the earth people, what is very important for them is to have goals. Give them really strong goals, hard tasks, hard projects, and also give them something that they need to control. So remember, as a summary, we as human beings tend to be more on one side or even two sides of the scale. I will say you can either be sometimes more fire, you can either be more sometimes more earth, water, and earth. So depending on which kind of personality you're working for, therefore you need to follow a different approach. This also, you can use this approach to different human relationships that you have. So I hope this has helped you.